Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Antics Online. We are here today with the 7th episode of our Civ 5 series. Things are going great. It has actually been a while since I played, so I apologize if I have to kind of look around right here and figure out what's going on, but should be fine. I'm going to get right into it and continue our plans for expansion and, whatever else. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with this guy, but we'll just send him to auto-explore. As you can see, we have discovered the people of Indonesia, which is a mixed bag because they could be potential allies, potential enemies. We don't know yet. But anyway, your quote of the day: if you want to find a path with no obstacles, it probably won't lead you anywhere. Don't know where that quote's from, but it's out there. I believe it to be very true. Anywhere you go, you're going to have obstacles, and that's just a part of life. So, that's all I wanted to say about that. It's been a while. It's been about a week since I've recorded it, because I did most of my recording on the weekends, because that's when I had the most time doing the schoolwork. I'm taking about 3 AP courses, so I'm a little bit busy, but we're here. We're working on a library, because I really want to be a pretty science-heavy civilization. Now, of course, if we look at the demographics, 114 turns in, we're 9. It's early enough to turn that around, and really turn all of these around, because as you can see, we're not doing that great. Oh, we're losing our grasp on our city-state. But it's early enough to turn it around. We've gone up on the scoreboard, so I'm hopeful. And if we really need to, once we get some frigates or some galleasses, we can definitely... that city's not really worth taking, but Surabaya, which is great, and Jakarta, which is great, we could definitely declare war and try to gain some happiness. I mean, I say happiness, gain some power, and become a nation that other nations fear, basically. So I've been watching a little bit of the Civ 5 from the Oxcast, because that's really where my love for this game really started. And it's funny, because Duncan plays as Indonesia, and him and Tom, which is, I guess, a worker at their office, I've heard him before, I just didn't know if he's really part of the Oxcast or something like that, is on England. They settle on each other's cities, and it's literally 13,000 years of war. It goes from 10,000 or close to 10,000 BC to 2000 AD, where they're just strictly at war, just declaring war on each other, always, and just fighting, and whoa, it's really funny. It is very funny. Of course, that's not what I want to happen right here. I want a quick and concise victory, even over Egypt, even though that's a little bit far away. It's whatever. Alright, so we're just going to put these guys on auto-explore. They will find their own way, unless they don't, in which case we'll have to automate them again, like they got caught over the left. To the left, to the left. Auto-explore. And auto-explore. Oh. See, I should be doing homework right now. It is, just to give you a little bit of time, it is Thursday, September 17th at 5:09 p.m. Obviously not AM. I'm not a morning person. Cool. I literally am the word, in the morning, I cannot function. I get up, and I'm grouchy, and I don't want to talk to anyone. I absolutely hate mornings. Now, for some reason, if I'm on the weekend and I wake up in my own time pretty early, I'm a morning person. But when I have to get up for school or have, maybe a game or something like that, it is just terrible. And oh my gosh, we've been dropped to the bottom of the scoreboard. What the Anyway, it's fine, guys. Yeah, I'm just not a morning person, so yeah. No morning recording sessions for you. So, I'm not getting a lot of views on my videos, and obviously I have 27 subscribers, most of which I had to talk to gain. So I'm not going to have the biggest fan base. But, please, if you are talking to anybody, and I mean your family or stuff like that, just drop, oh, there's this cool guy, or semi-cool guy, or at least okay guy. Just, put that out there. At least okay. A guy on YouTube that would love you to watch him and probably would be really happy if you watch him. Just, tell that and then give them my info. But anyway, I'll be streaming some Twitch, hopefully over the weekend, so I'm not sure when this video is going to go out, probably Saturday, so maybe it might be coming out when I'm streaming, but I'm going to stream some Civ 5, hopefully. Maybe gain some followers that way. Get some people to watch me. But yeah, it's very interesting. And Strategy-wise, we are going for a either domination or science victory. Culturally, we didn't really set up our civilization to really do that great, just because, as you can, oh jeez, that's why it's taking so long. As you can see, we're only getting 10 culture per turn, and we're not really set up for a culture victory, at least in my opinion, or a tourism victory, and I haven't really been focusing on that. Ooh, yeah. Alright, so this is it's a great policy. So we're gonna either go for a domination, which is very iffy, because we are playing on a large map. There is 10 civilizations that I would have to capture the capitals of, so that's kind of out of the question, but of course, if late game maybe we could do it. Of course, I don't really want to. Like, who wants to act, like, domination victories are not my favorite, but it depends on really what we need. And also, I'm not a big fan of war because my computer is legendarily, is that a word? I don't know. It is very slow, and I'm getting a new computer soon, which is I'm really happy about, because it's going to enable me to record some cooler stuff, not this stuff, because I do not have a good frame rate. It's kind of laggy, and that's something that I've been told, you need to get a better computer, and I agree, because yeah, it hurts my audience having to watch such slow things, and I have the black corners on that. I'm not entirely sure how to fix that, but I'm going to Google it and hopefully get that fixed. Yes, I do watch my own videos, not for the laughs, because there isn't any, but for critiquing, because I need to critique myself and become a better commentator, which is another thing that this... Oh, what the... Which is another thing. It's on... Oh, it's because I didn't reset the tiles. Sir! You told us to work the food. Would you give us orders to not? Sir, we need good orders. I don't know what I'm saying, but... Oh, god damn it. I need that iron desperately. Oh my god, no. God. As you can see, my computer is acting up a little bit, but it should be fine. I apologize if this is a little bit laggy. We need this iron because of frigates. Now, how many iron is this? 6 iron. So that gives us room to build 6 frigates, which is absolutely amazing. Frigates are one of the most long-lasting, and I've said this all before. Frigates are important, especially if we want to go to war. Having a strong navy, especially in a island map, is extremely important, and that is why we need iron. Now, let's check if our friends down here... Oh, yes, resource I can have any. So yes, they have 2 iron, which isn't great. Let's see if they have any. Ooh. And, ooh, god, they got 8 iron. So they're not going to have any troubles there. We'll just have to, overpower them with surprise. Something like that. But we obviously can't rely on just frigates to do that. Oh, god, I don't know if that works. As you can see, I'm just sending out a friendly settler to found our beautiful third city down on a different island. Now, I'm hoping this is going to flourish, but if it doesn't, that's okay. We're going to be getting some more marble, which we already have, but we can trade it away, and 2 more iron, so we'll be on par with 8 iron with Indonesia, meaning that we can field the same amount of navies. Of course, that might not happen, and I don't think I can actually build a farm right here. I cannot. That is fantastic. God. So this tundra is basically useless. God, that is very annoying. We'll send these guys over to get the iron. Send these guys to finish that. And let's get some production. We need it. Ooh, we got another trade caravan that we can't actually use, so let's switch the cities of Tiamook. And then continue our eventual world domination by creating a circus. Wait. Ooh. Actually, no, we need a national college. Ah, that means I can't. So as soon as I found this city, which won't take 13 turns, it'll take 5. I'm going to need to build a library or buy it. I could probably buy it. How much does a library cost? Of course, I've already made one there, so... So we might have to hold off on the building of the city so we can get out of National College, which... And a National College means that you have a library in every city, and it just provides more science bonuses, which if we're going after science victory, which is what we really need to do at this point, that's not going to be the best thing. So we need to pump this out real quick, so we might have to go into production focus again. Not as heavy production as if we're making a... Oh yeah, 7 turns. Easy does it. Easy does it. So this guy will be sitting around maybe for 1 or 2 turns. But after that we should be fine. I, of course, can cut down let me cut down some forest so we can make some more production. Because once you cut down a forest, you probably know this, it goes directly into the production focus. It gives you like 20 production to your whatever you're building, which is great. Absolutely great. Okay, so England, I say England. What's their name? Egypt, who was a really good civilization back in the day, 1000 BC, stuff like that, actually has built the Terracotta Army, which is pretty much as good as a declaration of war, unless it's in a defensive purpose, because the Terracotta Army, if you don't know, basically, if you have a unit of something else, it gives you, sorry, I did a really bad of explaining that. If you have a unit of swordsmen, it will give you units of swordsmen. If you have a unit of whatever, it will give you a unit of whatever. So every unit that you have that's different, you will get the same unit. So it can be pretty powerful if you have a varied and diverse army, but if not, it's kind of useless, but it's good. Well, it will still give you a few units, but then building that does not... It's worrying, but not that worrying, because we have a civilization in the way, and we're just way too far away, well, at least until we found that city, for them to actually like logically come after us. Their scouts just reached our land, so not too worried on that front. But if Indonesia gets taken over, and as you can see, Ramses is up there, which is surprising. I think he might have founded it. Yeah, he founded a religion, that's why. But if he takes out this, I'm not entirely sure the strength of the Indonesian army. Let me go check my Info Addict. Info Addict is a great mod, and I just love it. But if they take out this Indonesians with... never mind, they have a lot more... Oh, crap, we're kind of... As you can see, the Shoshone don't give a shit about military. We're just kind of chilling down here. We've got a few. But Indonesia actually has a pretty strong military, which, considering I'm founding a city not too far from them, is kind of worrying. So we might have to build up some early troops and get them out there. Jeez. I definitely thought Egypt would be above, especially after discovering the Terracotta Army. Or making the Terracotta Army. Jeez. Oh, I like their island. That's pretty cool. So, of course, this is kind of like, this is a lake, but if you put a city, it acts as a canal, and you can put people in here. So, honestly, if I was going to take Thebes, or, oh yeah, Thebes is the capital. Wow. If I was trying to take Thebes and I had to land troops, I would have 3 places to attack from. Pretty good places to shell it from, especially if I had artillery, but they could have ships in here and just bombard my troops. So that's why that's just going to be a very defensible city. And also, that is why... what am I trying to say? That is why a navy is so important, especially in this game mode. Now, where should we go? So I really need to put this city down strategically. It doesn't really matter. I just need to be able to get these coast things, because I'm pretty sure I can improve them with a lighthouse and other stuff, but I just really need to have a lot of food so my city doesn't start to starve or get stunted in its growth because it can't get enough food. So we might have to settle on this marble, which would give us the resource actually, so that's pretty good. I wouldn't have to improve it, but we're gonna have to look at it, because right now we can't get either of those. If we move one over, we won't get those, but we'll get those and those and those. Huh. Would it be more beneficial to... No, well, we're going to stick with the fact that we're going to stay... As you can see, 7. This is a list of people who have most adopted the social policy, and as you can see, we're not really set up for a tourism victory or a culture victory. We're pretty bottom of the line. So, we're not ever going to be able to get that. But if we move one over, we'll lose these and these, but we'll gain a fish. Oh. But we'll gain a fish and a tile of land, so that is looking like the best option, because we can get this entire island, this island, this island, fish, and this atoll. Of course, we could go down here, which would give us marsh. Alright. Oh, that... Apology, guys. I totally forgot about that. We're going to have to buy a library. There we go. As you can see, a trireme is much needed by all of my advisors, probably because they're sensing the threat, or they really want to expand. So let's just create a pasture. And that is all I have time for today. Sorry if this is a little bit short of a video. I am studying for an Italian exam. Whew. Oh, jeez, that's weird. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Please tell me what you think about the quote of the day. I don't have the question of the day today, so just, talk to some people. I don't really need anything from you guys. Anyway, see ya. Deuce, bye.